Hello everyone, you're watching my YouTube channel English Essay Online, EEO. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and leave your comments below. Remember, the more views, the more content I'll bring for you.
So, when you first look at the source material for today, it seems like a bunch of really simple, almost kid-like essays. But if you look just a little closer, something amazing starts to pop out. There's this incredibly deep and deliberate structure hiding in plain sight. Seriously, what we've found is basically a blueprint for how to build a good life.
I mean, it's one of the biggest questions out there, right? It's something parents, teachers, whole societies think about all the time. But where do you even begin? Do you start with rules, with morals, a sense of who you are? Well, this particular blueprint has a very clear step-by-step answer.
And that's the key right there. This isn't just a random list of nice ideas. Nope, it's a 25-part architectural plan for putting together an ideal human being. It's all about building a person from the inside out, starting at the very, very core of their world. So, let's check out the design.
The whole thing starts in the most personal circle of life you can imagine, the world of my. This is the bedrock, the foundation that everything else is going to be built on. It's all about figuring out who you are in relation to the things that are closest to you.
And that journey of self-discovery kicks off, no question about it, with family. The essays make it super clear that this is where you get your love, your care, your support. Your family is like the emotional anchor that keeps you grounded. And this quote right here, it just nails the most important job of the family. It's not just about hugs and being nice. It's about creating this deep, fundamental feeling of security. That feeling of safety, that's the psychological launch pad for everything else that comes later. Every risk, every friend, every lesson learned. Okay, so from that safe base of family, the blueprint then nudges the person toward their first relationship of choice, a friend. And this is such a huge step in growing up. It's the first time you really learn about trust, about companionship, and how to create happiness with someone outside your own home. But, a person is way more than just their relationships. And this is where it gets really interesting, because the blueprint immediately shifts from connection to individuality. It's saying, hey, you also have to be your own person with your own tastes. Having a favorite food, a hobby, a sport you love, this isn't just fluff. It's the actual process of building a unique and solid personality. All right, so once that inner self is feeling pretty solid, you feel safe with your family, you've got a friend, you're figuring out what you like, the blueprint says it's time to expand. It's time to take that person you're becoming and step outside the front door and into the big, wide world. And this shows that first big step into the community perfectly. School. Just look at the difference. Over on one side, you've got the warm, private, emotional world of family, and on the other, you have the structured, public world of school. The blueprint is literally teaching a person how to live and thrive in both of these worlds. And this new world isn't just some vague idea. It's got real, solid pillars. It's a physical place, the school, the city, and it's all about new kinds of relationships. The teacher who guides you, the classmates you work with. Your world is suddenly getting a lot bigger and a lot more organized. And guess what? That world is about to get even bigger. From your local community, the blueprint zooms way out to connect you, the individual, to the larger circle of all, your country. This is the moment where your personal story starts to merge with a much bigger collective one. And a blueprint doesn't mess around here. It makes the connection crystal clear. It states it directly. My country is Pakistan. So now everything we've talked about, the family, the friends, school, it all gets a new frame. It's all happening within the context of a national identity, which gives it a much bigger sense of meaning.
So what does it actually mean to be part of this nation? The blueprint keeps it incredibly simple and down to earth. Being a good citizen isn't some complicated political idea. It's about what you do every single day. You follow the rules, you help people out, and you take care of the place you all share.
And this is probably the most brilliant part of the whole plan. The blueprint shows this perfect, logical pipeline. The things you learn to be a good student, working hard, being honest, showing respect, are the exact same things you need to be a good citizen. School isn't just about learning math. It's the training ground for being a part of society.
Okay, so we've walked through these three expanding circles, from yourself to your community, all the way out to the nation. But what's holding it all together? What's the invisible glue, the unseen foundation that's supporting this entire building?
Yeah, let's just ask it straight up. If this whole thing is an architectural plan for a person, what's it actually built out of? What are the core values that are woven through every single one of those 25 essays? giving the whole structure its strength.
Well, here they are. These 4 fundamental principles are basically the secret sauce for the entire model. And when you think about it, it just clicks. The importance of education, that's the whole point of school and teachers. The value of hard work, that's what makes a good student. The virtue of cleanness, that's a core duty of a good citizen. And using your time wisely, well, that's the key to getting anything done. These aren't just ideas, they're the engine making the whole thing run.
And finally, what's the end game? Why go through all this trouble to build this good person? The blueprint is totally clear. It's not just about creating someone who's successful for themselves. It's about creating someone who contributes. This quote says it all. The final destination of this whole journey is a life spent helping other people.
So there you have it. We've just taken apart a really clear, really powerful blueprint for how to build a good person. It starts with feeling safe, it builds up through who you are and where you belong, and it all points toward a life with purpose. It's a fascinating model, and it leaves us with one last, really important question to think about. What are the core principles written in your blueprint?